Okay, so we're back to where we're getting ready to balance the eyes, and this is a new prescription, so I'm just acting like this is my final point when I did each eye individually. And so the two sphere powers are highlighted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add plus by turning the dial to the left. I'm going to add 3 clicks of plus to both eyes. I'm going to, if I just push this up button, it isolates the 20/30 line, and sometimes even I go push up again to the 20/40 line. So now each eye has plus 75 in front of each one of them, and they're looking at the 20/40 line. The way to compare back and forth between the eyes, what I like to do is if I just touch the highlighted one here, it automatically shuts off the right eye and they're only looking through their left eye. And so I'll just say those letters are going to be blurry. Even though they're blurry, are they more clear with your left eye now or your right eye now? And so now the right eye is open and the left eye is closed. If you just touch the sphere between right and left, it automatically will close the other eye. And so that's the easiest way to compare. Back to the left, back to the right. Let's say the right eye is a little more clear. The right eye is still highlighted. I'll turn the knob to the left to get 1 more quarter diopter of plus in front of it. And then I'll say, how about now? Left eye. I'm sorry. Now it's the left eye or the right eye. And now if they say it's about the same now, then that means I'll have them equally fogged. I'll just press the S sphere button so that both eyes are highlighted. That means both eyes are open. I will push down here until I get to the 20/20 line, and then I will turn the knob to the right, which makes it go down a quarter step of minus each turn until they tell me they can see the letters, and however you guys step down, I don't need to teach you that obviously. So once I get to the stopping point and they can read the 20/20, I'm going to push this arrow again since I'm done with that step of the refraction. It knows we're done with the distance refraction now, and it asks if I want to do a near vision test, yes or no. If I click no, it just basically is going to end the refraction. Let's say yes, so I just touch it. It changes to the add, and I put the little near card down in front of them in the phoropter. At first, they're still looking through their distance prescription, and it lets you choose about what age the person is, and it kind of gives you the point where it gives you a starting point of their add. So let's say if they're 60, I'll push the 60, and it'll give me an add of 175. The patient will obviously say, well, that's a lot better. And so I'll say, look at the smallest the lowest row you can. Is it better with 1 or 2? And I'll add a quarter or plus. Let's say if they say 2, then I'll say 2 or 3. So anyways, whenever they're done and you get your add power, you just leave it there. Let's say they're a 225. So you're done with the add power. You push this arrow button again. And now it's pretty much done with the refraction. You keep on pushing the arrow button until you hear that noise and it goes back to here. And it's saying if you push the arrow button one more time, it's going to end the program. So I'm going to push it again. And if you hear that little beeping sound, that means the program's done. Now I have to push this final button. That's going to put it into the final RX slot of the computer program. And I push it 2 times, just in case I like to hear this little beeping sound, meaning, okay, I got it. And then I push print twice. First time goes to here, is just showing you what it's going to print. It doesn't really print, but the printing function is what sends it to the computer. I push it again, it resets itself, and it sends the information to a little pop-up window here on the left side of the computer. It has the auto refraction, the subjective refraction, the final prescription, It also has their K readings and their PD readings all transferred electronically. I just click copy. And then on these little tabs in the EHR, we're going to go to refraction. And I'm going to talk about these in a different video. Here's all those information. It has last prescription, glasses. Here's the auto refraction section, the subjective and the final RX. I click on import. Another pop-up window comes in the corner. It lets you choose either between the patient history or Marco, which is the refractor, and you're going to want to have it highlighted on Marco, the refractor. You click OK. It gives you the last inputted information up here. You just highlight it. You go to check all. And actually, for some reason, my program doesn't transfer to tonometry, so I have to unclick that. And then click delete after import, and then click OK. It automatically fills the auto refraction, the subjective refraction, and the final RX. Most of the time my subjective refraction is my final RX, but sometimes I want to change the add power just because of progressive you might need a little stronger. And so let's say I click my mouse in there and then I tab over and just make it a 2.5. It always defaults to a plus symbol if you don't put any plus or minus in front of a number. And so if you want a plus, you can just type in the number, but if you want a minus, you got to type minus. So here you have your auto, your subjective, and your final. Then I'm going to click this button. This says to MDM, which is medical, I used to remember what that stood for. Medical decision making, that's right. Okay, so when you click this button, what you're saying is I want this to be their final prescription to print out for them to take with them and go get glasses. So I click that and it will send it to the area where we can print out their prescription. And I'll show that later.